Hi, I'm Andy Woyzbun, lead analyst at the Infotech Research Group. And today's video is on maximizing vendor performance. The evolving direction for IT services to the cloud, to increased outsourcing and so on, means that IT has an increased dependence on outside vendors. And only IT organizations that can manage their vendors well to achieve high levels of performance will be able to deliver on their promise to the business. There are three principles to follow. The first, set performance expectations and measure performance. The second, develop strong personal relationships with your vendor. And thirdly, use effective motivators for high performance. Those are the things we'll cover in this video. The first principle of effective vendor management is to measure performance regularly against a set of prearranged targets. The metrics provide you with insight about the service levels that you are actually getting. And when you set realistic targets jointly with the vendor, you align your and their expectations. Metrics should be set so that the vendor can actually deliver them and still make a profit. Don't push for targets that kill the vendor's profitability, because you'll be disappointed in the end. You don't have to sacrifice great quality for a lower price. Strong vendor relationships provide both great quality and lower price. But take into account your size relative to the size of your vendors. Smaller organizations have leverage with smaller vendors. Large vendors provide lower risk, but are unlikely to treat you specially. Consider two audiences when you're trying to strengthen a vendor relationship. Your approach may be different for each. First, vendor management, the managers of the vendor organization, who are concerned about how you can affect their reputation and their profitability. And the vendor frontline staff, who are concerned as much with how they are treated as individuals and whether they are comfortable and excited working for you as a client. Understand what really motivates your vendor to perform exceptionally. Financial incentives and penalties are much less effective than the promise or the potential of more business. Use them only if you believe that they will actually improve vendor behavior. Otherwise, they'll just increase your costs. Work with the vendor to improve their capability of doing a better job for you. Help them, especially smaller vendors, increase their competency. The vendor needs to make a reasonable profit. Don't pressure a vendor to unreasonable expectations on either price or quality. Don't look at one vendor relationship at a time. Take a comprehensive approach where you have a holistic view of all of your vendors, any one of which can affect your delivery as an organization negatively. If you have 50 or more IT vendors, you can improve the quality of your overall vendor management, your vendor record keeping, by creating a vendor management office, or you can use one of a number of software tools to help you track the vendor relationship and the vendor history. To achieve excellent performance from your vendors, first set performance targets with the vendor and measure their performance. Secondly, to get the best quality service and the best price, develop strong relationships with your key vendors. Third, provide future opportunities to motivate great performance. Don't depend on monetary incentives or penalties. And lastly, manage all of your vendors as a portfolio of key suppliers. For more information, review our solution set on maximizing vendor performance. Thank you very much.